plane about me doing the life. And just to show you, I am on the fast. I said plane, but I meant train. I'm on a fast train in China. And I can't believe how fast it's going. It's so smooth and touch wood. It's really great experience so far. I am with the group of ladies. They are 15 of us plus the mentor, the lady that has been my mentor since November last year. I'm just double checking my passport and everything because knowing me, I might be gone into this practice with you and completely forgotten about the whole world around. And I'm gonna get off the plane. Sorry, I'm gonna get on the train. I don't get on the train so far, so I keep confusing it with the trains. Sorry, all the way around. I am not get used to the trains, so I am confusing the trains with the planes. Anyways, I am on the way to Luoyang, and it's the city that is the closest to Shaolin Monastery. And I'm incredibly happy that I will be there soon amongst the monks and that amazing energy where they are praying, where they do the martial arts practices. And of course, there are magical places. Yesterday, I couldn't join the practice earlier than 11 p.m. because we were going to the temple of Guanyin, which is a goddess, and it's the goddess of compassion, love, and blessing for those who are asking for children. So people usually ask Guanyin for children. Other things, of course, they pray to her, and her temple, she got really, really high onto the mountains, and we had to drive really, really long way until we got there, so we could sit at her feet and we can pray there. But before that, we went to the place where were 4 dragons and the baby. And the baby was a symbolism of being reborn, coming from the material world, rising into spiritual world, and being blessed, having a good karma, and being reborn. So coming out of the ego and getting onto the higher level of consciousness where you're not greedy, you get rid of all those kind of traits of character when it comes to ego, right? There is a greediness, there is a some negative kind of emotions. So basically, it's been quite an interesting trip so far. Many things were happening within a couple of days, and when I say interesting trip, in reality it is an interesting retreat. It's a transformative retreat, and every woman participating in this retreat is cleansing certain karma, dissolving anything that needs to be transformed, things are coming out. Well, some of us are going through certain challenges because there are hours of not having food sometimes, we're just going to the temple. Yesterday we didn't have any food since the morning. Basically we had some snacks on the bus, but none of us had anything decent to eat until very late at night, and some of us went to bed without having a second or third meal. Each of us had a breakfast and some fruits, and some people are finding it very, very challenging. People get upset, angry, but we are managing all our emotions pretty well as a group of women. The most of us are leaders, and leader is someone to me who knows how to deal with every situation, who can overcome the hunger, who can transform everything that arises, in the moment of hunger. The anger arises in the moment of tiredness. Also anger might arise, and some people might get into conflict. So everybody is different, and there's so many reactions to situations, but so far we're doing a great job, and I'm very, very happy with the people, the women I am with the group in general. So yeah, it's an interesting trip. One of the ladies today dropped her phone right before we were boarding onto the train, and it got right down. And that was the last moment. We had only probably less than 10 minutes to board. And luckily, everybody is on board with us. And China is an incredible country because they've already organized to pass the phone from Beijing on the other fast train, so we can actually, the lady who dropped it, he can pick it up from Lost and Found tonight. We're going to arrive just before 9 p.m. She can pick up her phone tonight because it's just following us on the other train, and that's fantastic. We're just speechless how fast the situation was resolved. And that's exactly what is happening when you trust, when you believe everything will go well, is going the way it is going, and it's meant to go. And panicking in this situation, throwing tantrums or not getting on the plane wouldn't have had been the best decision to make. So once again, the phone is following us literally on the other train, and everything has been resolved, and it's fantastic. And now, since few of you are already here, I have just announced this unity practice not long ago. We can do it today while I'm on a plane. I said plane again, but I meant train. So let's sit down in a comfortable position. Let's take a deep breath. And breathe out. And today we're going to do it a little bit faster way than usual, as I need to get off the train at some point and get to the hotel. And I know most of you been doing this practice with me since quite a while, so you should be able by now to do it a little bit faster. I don't want to rush. I don't want to anyhow stress you, of course. If you won't be able to do it faster, it's okay, but we can at least do our best practicing it. So what I want you to do is to just simply notice on your breath. Okay, as you're breathing in and you're breathing out, take as many deep breaths as you need. Perhaps some sighs, and just allow your body to relax. As you're breathing in and out, you notice that your breath slows down, the shoulders are relaxing, the face softens, and you're also relaxing your chest, your belly, your eyes. And if you can, close your eyes, let them to feel sleepy, drowsy. Breath is there. Inhaling and exhaling. Be aware that you're not your breath. You're witnessing it happening.
The train is going to arrive at Luoyang Station.
Then be aware of every sound around you. My voice, the announcement that was happening here on the train, any sounds around you or any noises. It's easy to do the unity practice when you are at peace, or you're sitting in a cave. It might be a little bit more challenging when you hear the noises, but the longer you practice, the better you master your mind, because the mind would always tell you something about, oh, I can hear some sounds, or I can hear some. It will always complain and try to drive you mad. But when you can fully master your mind in any circumstances, whether it's loud around you and you're in the middle of the city with the biggest traffic, or you are on the train with announcements right in your face, or you are in another noisy place, you'll be able to remain calm and remain peaceful. And that's why the universe is throwing some challenges today at me with those announcements, because I promise you, I've been on a train since 3 hours, and if they were announcing something, they would announce it for 1 minute maximum, well, less probably than 1 minute, and then it would have gone silent. But right now, they keep announcing and speaking Chinese, and all I do, I just breathe in, breathe out, and I take it as nothing is happening. I'm simply being in that moment where lots of people could have gotten angry, upset, disappointed, so many feelings and emotions might be rising. Some people would be resisting it, complaining about it, but we are here mastering to breathe in and breathe out. Again, breathe in, and again, breathe out. And all you are doing is focusing on the sound of your breath and the sound of my voice. Everything is witnessed, everything is noticed. But the mind's job right now, because that's what you tell it to do, is to focus on the breath, on your breath, and remain peaceful. So while you are remaining aware of everything that is happening in you, around you, sounds, noises, breath, feelings that are arising, thoughts that I might be telling you, oh my God, I can't do this practice because of this, and 100 excuses. You are breathing in through your nose and out. In and out, having eyes closed, remaining peaceful, remaining in the present moment of here and now. And the whole world might be collapsing around you, but you are remaining in that state of mind where you're holding into the state of what you really are. So you are right now awareness that is aware of everything happening, but you're not reacting to anything. There is no judgment to situation, no critical voices that anyhow can take you off the throne where you're sitting in the Buddha position, where your mind is super peaceful. There is no resistance, there is no judgment, none of critical voices, none of the emotions, none of the thoughts could have ever taken you off that throne of peace and equanimity. You're just like 1,000 Buddhas remain at peace. And yesterday we were in the monastery, in a temple of Guanyin, where we were bowing to the feet of each Buddha, of each monk, who was serving seeing the world through working on enlightened. They were serving the world, becoming enlightened. Of course, they were doing it for themselves, but when you work on the enlightenment, you're working for the whole collective consciousness, because your light lights up many people around you. And to become that Buddha, they must have sat in the Buddha in a lotus position many years. They were practicing patience, they were practicing love, they were practicing compassion, they were practicing non-reaction to any situation. So acceptance of all that is happening. And that's a great skill to master it all. And you are already getting better and better at it. So continue noticing your breath. Be aware of it. Breathing in through the nose and out. And now you are aware that you are not your breath, even more. And you are aware of everything. The thoughts, but you realize that you're not your thoughts. The feelings that might have been arising in you when you could hear some noise, you could probably hear some sounds, you could hear your thoughts, but none of it is you. None of it is you. Any self-sabotaging thoughts are not you. You're just watching them, you're witnessing as they pass by, as they're trying to get you off your feet, but you do not choose to believe them. Breath in, breath out, flows through the body. And now you are also realizing that you're not your body and you're not your name. You can easily show your body when you point a finger at you. That's who I am. But that's not true. That's your body. So you cannot be your body. It's called body. Now realize that you are not your mind or anything that your mind consists of. You're not your thoughts. You're not your feelings. You're not your emotions. You're not your past. You're not your childhood. You're not your memories. You're not your future either. You're not your imagination. And you are not any beliefs of who you used to believe you were. So you're not your expectations of you. You're not the expectations of your family. You're not anything, any projections of you. And people do project on us. That's not you as well. You're not the education, nothing that you've learned, nothing that you've read, nothing that you've seen, nothing that you've heard. It's you. So for that time, you are just giving up on any thoughts, any belief structure, anything. You're just letting it go. And for a moment, as you continue breathing and witnessing your breath, be aware of the presence. There is something inside of you that you can feel that always exists in you wherever you go. And as you understand what you're not, because you keep peeling off every layer of your body, you understand that none of it is you. You're not your thoughts, you're not your memories, you're not your past, you're not your future, you're not your education, you're not your weight, you're not your shape, you're not your form, you're not your name, you're not your beliefs, you're not any concept of you, you're not your identity, you are not your mind, you're not your body, none of it is you. The breath is there, we peeled off all the layers and we understand that none of it is you. And just keep breathing in and out, in and out, through the nose. And some people might panic sometimes because there is nothing to hold into, so they hold that image of who they believe they are. But I want you to drop even that image that you are a person, that identity that you identify yourself with, the role that you're playing in this life, being a teacher, being father, being a sibling, being this or that. Let it go. Don't hold it in your mind. Just take it as a fact. That's not who you are. Breath is there. It's just happening smoothly. You're witnessing everything in you. You're becoming awareness that is aware of itself. And when you come back daily and do this practice with me, you'll be more and more self-realizing yourself. You'll be getting to the core of what you are by peeling off the layers of who you are not. And that's a beautiful feeling that never, never leaves you. It's always in you. And I want you to connect to that feeling and feel it. What kind of, like, how do you feel it? Where do you feel it? It's kind of spacious, it's kind of limitless. If I had to describe it to you, but I want you to feel into it more than rather describing it for yourself. So tune to that feeling of being. So you exist, you are. You are something way much higher. You are beyond your expectations. You are beyond what your mind can describe to you. You're a divine being that took the body, descended, and began playing this game. You have forgotten yourself, but now you've discovered yourself again. And again, that's the illusion. That's the game of forgetting and discovering. So in reality, you have never even forgotten yourself. Because once you remember yourself for longer of who you are, you'll be able to maintain in that state beingness that you are the whole game, through the whole life. But you know what? What is interesting, what really changes for people who become enlightened, the game doesn't make any difference to them. Whether you're poor or rich, whether you are in relationship or you're single, whether you do have a job or don't, your mind is, you have overcome your mind. So your mind doesn't rule your life anymore. But being where we are right now, it's a great feeling of being. And some people are sometimes worrying, like, if I discovering of who I am, may I lose something? Months to this world. So just for a moment, continue to amplify the vibration of love and kindness as much as possible. And now I want you to realize that many people on this planet Earth are doing the same practice. They are also realizing themselves as one unified consciousness, and they amplifying the vibration of love and kindness many times over. And you as one unified consciousness continue multiplying the vibration of love and kindness 1,000,000 times over, 10 million times over, 100 million times over, billion times over. And you keep doing and like rising it up and up and up and up and up and up and up, and there is no limit state. And you can feel the vibration in your body, in your lungs, in your heart, in your liver, in your kidneys, everywhere in your body. You keep vibrating as highest frequency that your body can now vibrate, and that feels divine because you are a divine being. Feels amazing, so yummy. Now I want you to invite into this field all the people that you love. Think of your friends, family, of your spouse, of your beloved ones, neighbors, cousins. Invite them into this field of love and kindness and let them bath here with us. And feel that beautiful energy around you. Nothing for you to do, just enjoy it. Enjoy being. That's so joyful to be loving, to be kind. Your heart is opening. Everything is cleansing, it's healing. Because that energy is the highest vibration of could have ever been absorbed by your body, is flowing through it easily. It's divine, it's magnificent. And now let's invite all the people that we might not like, people who upset us recently, people who are angry at us, people who hurt us, people who might have abused us in the past, people who might have been jealous of us, people who might compete with us. Just invite them into this field and let them be surrounded with beautiful energy of love and kindness, and let the field work. Nothing for you to do. The field is working all by itself, and you're feeling the frequency in your body. It's getting even higher because all the conflicts, all the hurt, all the misunderstandings, grief, pain, negative energy, any negative thoughts, any negative feelings, any negative emotions are dissolving, fading, going, disappearing. They're gone right now. Take a deep breath in and a big sigh out, and feel the energy has shifted. Your body vibrating even higher. So we're getting to the next level of highest being that we are. And there's so many levels, and it's like limitless, because you are so divine, you're so beautiful, you're so such a bright light that you cannot imagine. So feel it, be it, see it, know it, believe it or don't believe it. That's what you are, and you can feel the vibration. It's way, way higher. And in fact, because of you coming here and doing this practice with me and with others daily, you are shifting your vibration. So it's changed into the highest vibration. So your charisma, your magnetism is so powerful now that you can attract anything you would like to. You can wish anything, and everything is attracted to you. Good things, good karma is coming your way. Now, let's invite all the animals into that field. Think of the animals in the forest, think of the animals in the ocean, seas. Invite the birds, the insects. And now let's surround all the nature with the love, and all our planet is just covered with love and kindness, the highest vibration possible. And may all beings be happy, be joyful, be blessed, and may you receive what your soul has come for into this world. May it be one of the best lives you have experienced in the body of the human. And only from the body of the human you can rise into, you can ascend into becoming, becoming the God again. So you can transform all your karma. This is a great opportunity. And it's amazing. Thank you so much for coming and being with me today from the train. People were asking where I am, but if you joined me in the beginning, you would have known. We're about to leave the train, and soon we're gonna be with the monks watching the martial arts. Thank you so much. I love you. I appreciate you being with me on every single day. I know there are people who's been with me since the beginning, and I truly, truly bless you and send you my best wishes. Have an amazing life. Be blessed. I love you, and I would love you to be with me here tomorrow. I cannot promise the time, which is unfortunate, and it is what it is. I might be here at 8 p.m. but most likely I'll be here at 10 p.m. I will be publishing it on my Instagram stories, so please check it out. Come here at 8 p.m. also, check if I'm here. If not, then most likely 10 p.m. unless something is happening and I'll be much later. But as you know me a little bit, and some of you know me better by now, I'm here daily and I will be because I'm very, very committed to this practice. I believe this practice can bring peace, can bring kindness, harmony, love, and stop the war around the planet Earth. Just completely resolve the conflicts. But how to do that? It's to stop conflict, being in conflict with yourself, right? So breathe, take life as it is. It is what it is our motto, and do the one breath practice. Those who's been here before, you know what I'm talking about. Those who has joined, don't worry, I'll be explaining about the breath work, about the breath of a one breath technique probably 100 times here, as I'm planning to do this practice as long as, maybe even as long as I'm alive. I don't know. I don't want to promise, but I am very, very committed to that. This is my girls. And we're about to leave the train, and our journey is still going on. Lots of transformation, lots of prayer, lots of inner work, and being on the road is one of the best life practices that actually shows you exactly where you are emotionally, mentally, and how can you accept everything that is going on the road. It's almost like when you climb the mountains with a group of people, you'll see everything is coming out. Everything could be a challenge. So much love. I see you here tomorrow.